Deviance is a cultural universal. You can find deviance in all cultures around the world, both individual deviance and organizational and governmental deviance. The sociologist Emil Durkheim has a lot to say about how deviance can function positively for a society. One example of how deviance can function positively is looking at the concept of positive deviance. And so, for an example, in a community, if there is one family that is surviving much better than all of the other families, the question is, what are they doing differently to make them survive in a better fashion than the other families? They are deviant, that is, they deviate from the normal. But what is it about them that makes them positive deviants, surviving better than the other families? By looking at these positive deviants, we can learn about how to get along in society better with the same resources. Another example of a positive deviant is an exceptional athlete, somebody who is far better than everyone else. They are deviating from the norm, that is, they are doing something exceptional, but they are a positive deviance. And so these last two examples are meant to describe how deviance is not just a negative thing, but can be a positive thing as well. Another positive function of deviance is that it can point out some areas where a culture needs to improve. And so, for example, if like there was in the United States, various protests about Black Lives Matter and those kinds of situations, what that was, cumulatively, all of those protests taken together, was an indication that there was some fundamental issue that needed to be addressed. These individual protests in various cities around the United States functioned to highlight to everyone that there needed to be something done about racial inequality. The same thing is happening right now in Myanmar, where each of these individual acts of protest in previous times might have been seen as deviant. Collectively, all of these acts of deviance, all of these protests are indicating that there needs to be something done in Myanmar to address the question of democracy for all.